Hey, I'm Kev, Mr. Welcome back to MotoGP 18, where I had a bit of a disappointing outing in Motoland Aragon, but Thailand was kinder to him in Moto 3. Can he grab another podium on board his KTM? So here goes Mayo then for the first of three possible qualifying efforts, as it is pouring it down in Thailand. The rain has followed them from Aragon, and Mayo's got to try and beat a 39.3 set by Bagnaia. With his Sky Italia VR46 machine, as one of them pops out the pit lane with just under 8 minutes to go. And then see this first section very quick, as Mayo's apparently 7/10 up. He got the hairpin in, he got another very quick section, and then we come to the corners in the second half of this lap. And see, you've even got the lights on as well. Shows how dark it is, how much it's raining and pouring. No, it seems to be doing well so far. It's apparently now he's 8/10 up. He's all over the back of the Grassini of Navarro. I'm sure he will let him through. No! Blocked into the right-hander. This could be costing him. He's short at pole, at least on this lap, as he had to get off the power again to slow down for the Spaniard. Apparently he's 1.4 up on Bagnaia. But again, I expect times to get much quicker, even though it's very wet. Expect times to maybe dip into the 38s. As he goes into the final corner, very tricky corner to brake for. And the take apparently for McDonald, he does a 40.2 on that opening effort. But then he was blocked for half the lap. Let's see if he can do better on this occasion. Just once again, still struggling to get on the power on this KTM. Just out the corners. As whoa, that was almost an incident in front between the Tech 3 and Navarro. How do you split your braking point in these conditions? Apparently you don't, as McDonald apparently 7/10 up as well. As Ika goes down, Spaniard. A very up and down season as the teenager. Had some superb performances, and he's got a session like this where he seems to be going down twice. Qualifying. How's McDonald upright? Look at that rear wheel. Him almost meeting north. Or pointing north. Apparently he's 9/10 up on this lap. But again, he's stuck by Navarro in the second half of the lap, and he's already out of rhythm. He's probably lost all of those 9/10 in just that couple of corners. So 38 is definitely there, as McDonald once again goes slightly wide. Invalid lap. Sure, it's a bit harsh on him. Nothing you could really do there. But he's still got one or two efforts in the cupboard if he wants to take them. He's definitely got the pace to be right up there. And like an Aragon, as he outbrakes himself in the final corner again. But I'm surprised Bagnaia is still leading with a 39.3. Let's see if that changes, as Baldassarri now goes top. There you go, 39.3. Right on clue, with less than 5 minutes remaining. As I said, I think 38's are possible. Maybe we'll see Olivier or Binder do that. Or even McDonald, who knows. So apparently down by 2/10 on the first sector. Again, wide at the hairpin. He really cannot spot his braking point, can he, into that corner? And I'm surprised the riders can spot any corners with the downpour going on. And they're staying upright as well. I've only seen Ika go down so far. As McDonald's apparently 1,000th up halfway through the lap. Let's see if he can do much better in the second half of this lap. It's better through the left and through the right as well. Don't want to be taking the curves like that though in these conditions. And he's not too wide this time with the right-hander. Oh, he's just down 27 thousandths behind Baldassarri. As we go into the final sector. Approach the final corner. Let's see if McDonald can nail the brake in for this corner. Oh, it's better. But again, a poor exit. He's a second back. He's got to find time in the first two sectors, really. Basically nail the braking point for the hairpin come up. This is his final effort. Once again, he's going 4 times, but then one that was invalidated. Brakes a bit more cautiously now. Into heaven way too cautiously. 7 tenths down. Sierra sets a 38.9. It all goes very wide. So they are the 38s from Oliveira. McDonald on the 5th row though. Should not be there with the pace that KTM displaying. Just not been able to unleash it, unfortunately. And now he's 1.2 back. Horrible first part after that. Can you nail the second part of it though? It's going to be decent for the right hander. And now the next right. Got the power decently enough. He's a second back, so he has gained time in that sector. He's still slower than he's been before, though. As we go through the left and right. Now the final corner. Look at that bike incredibly sideways. And it's 1.8 seconds back. What a horrible final sector. As Oliveira grabs pole just ahead of Alex Marquez with Binder in third. And Baldassare, Bagnaia and Verge. Then it's Shirota, Mir and Navarro with a great top 10 qualifying. And here's Cassini ahead of the veteran Agata, Cassini and Courtois. Then we've got Marini, those and McDonald in 15th. Probably a second slower in qualifying than he should have been at least. Just could not get that together. And then we've got Iker, Locatelli and Garner, Corsi, Fanati and Hector Barbara. Isaac Vinales, Danny Kennett and Stephen Oil just ahead of his teammate Joe Roberts, Pauli and Ben Snyder. Then we've got Ganardo, Nakashima and Fugunini. And you've got Dinello, Corradin and Manzi at the back once again. But what can McDonald do in the race? Can he get some decent points in wet weather for once? As here's McDonald running up then at the start. Range for lights 2, go. How does he get underway for 8 laps here? In Thailand. Not trying to get a good getaway. Not really though. But he does get down the inside of those. Back up into 16th. Now trying to get a tow. Here comes Hector Barbara on his ponds. Not going anywhere though. There's all Stream City down towards the hairpin. All very gentle on the brakes. Trying to hook up the apex. And just hold off Quartararo, was that? Don't think it was. Might have been his teammate. Ken says, look at Verge up to second ahead. Baldassare, Shirota up to 4th ahead of Alex Marquez. Got some big movers in front. It was Danny Kent as well. Back with Sam Lowe's behind. McDonald's catching back up to the points positions. Right behind Locatelli. Right down the inside of Locatelli as we go for the right-hander. Not just Locatelli, down the inside of Corsi. Now looking down the inside, the speed up of Quartararo. Finds a gap. Finds another position up to 13th. And now everyone's trying to squeeze down his inside through the right-hander. He's going to hold it through the left. Get nicely on the power. Much better than Agata in front. Bit of trouble for the Swiss rider. As McDonald outbrakes himself a bit. Into the final corner as he tries to get on the power again. Suspicious amounts of reading. He's down to 13th. Gets on the power. Coming out of pit lane. Gets a warning because he did outbrake himself. Fanati down to 31st, battling with Pauli. Down to the Italian. It's into the hairpin. Don't actually clipping the apex and then Courtois diving. But he's not going to get the exit, is the Frenchman. As we've got Locatelli back with Corsi. We don't want trying to catch up to Agata. He's in the points, but still disappointing for McDonald. From the pace he does seem to possess. And dives down the inside of the Swiss veteran. No respect for his elders. Almost into the back of Navarro. Oh, into the side of Navarro, who's very slow for the right-hander. Just hanging out in no man's land. Got a battle of the Italians in front. Piscini. Marini. Oh, not. Here comes McDonald. Trying to find space for the right-hander. Instead, Piscini finds space around Marini. Maybe on the exit he gets it. He does. He's up to ninth. And out the final corner, he does a 35.6. And Oliviero leads does a 35.4. Shows the pace McDonald does have. Oh no, that's a poor exit. That's going to allow Marini by. I don't know what's happening to this Cater. Every time we develop, it seems to get worse getting onto the accelerator. But he's looking down the inside of Marini. Tries to launch it back down the inside with Navarro. 3 wide on the exit. Got a Grassini on the inside. Got McDonald in the middle, making it 3 wide. Somehow he finds the gap, finds 9th place as well. Now can he catch up to the top 8? There's all someone down in front. Top 7. He's got Mir in front battling. So once again, McDonald going a bit wide. Stewards don't mind that though, apparently. He's got Courtois and Corsi battling like a hell. Got Mir battling with, I've seen that Strotta in front. Yes, here goes McDonald over the curb. What are you doing, McDonald? Bit messy. And once again, not getting on the power at the final corner. He sets up 36.1. Which could be actually be the fastest out of the race, could it? As we go on to the 4th lap. Got Locatelli battling Gardner. McDonald into the top 10. But still, he's got pace to be right up there with the front runners. If he can just stay clear of the battlers behind. He's concentrating on his own race. And looks like he has cleared them as Navarro did not attempt to dive there into the hairpin. So finally for McDonald. Can ride how he wants. But look at that tyre on the front tyre. Almost halfway. That's not good at all. Goes a bit wide into that left-hander. Just feels so weird, that left-hander. Like, what is the point in that? A bit like this right-hander where you got this early apex where you probably want to be taking the second apex. Got a couple of weird corners here in Thailand. McDonald caught back up to the top 7 though. All over Mir. Just drifts right through to the left. That's all. He gets a good run on Mir though. Down the inside. The Spaniard. And bet on the power. 35.3 for McDonald. Really is pushing hard. He's going to the second half of the race. Now trying to get in the slipstream of Strotta as the teammates battle for 18th for those ahead of Iker. Bernardi up into the top 30 finally ahead of Danilo. Where you going, McDonald? Idiot. But holds it round the outside of Mir. He wasn't that aggressive. I thought he might be forcing the issue there. Maybe force McDonald wide. May exit, but very courteous from the young Spaniard. Look at Madonna over the Shirota. Going to dive down the inside of the German. And take 6th. Just the top 5 in front now. For the KTM man. As he uses all of the track and some. It seems to be working out pace-wise. As his teammate still leads, you can see Binder over Baldassarre for 2nd. Got Bagnaia still there. And then Alex Marquez in 5th. But McDonald's coming. Go across the line, 35.3. Did not have a good exit though, look at that. In the final corner. Here comes Shirota again. With 3 laps to go. McDonald trying to push on for the top 5, but again, he's got to watch out for Shirota into this hairpin. Just like he had to do with Mir the previous lap. And it looks like he's held the apex. Shirota trying to fight back. He can't do it on the exit as Verge in 11th. Behind head of Piscini, so it must have been Verge who went down earlier. Shirota's teammate. Baldassarre still just holding off on Binder. For 3rd. So we really got a battle for 2nd on our hands in front. So there's Marquez in front. Surely McDonald can get a top 5 from this race. So he's clipped that right hand curve like an idiot. That slowed him down a bit as he goes into the right hander. It's about keeping it nice and smooth for that right, leaning into the left. Now clipping too much curb on the inside for the left. He just about keeps it going forward. He's right by Marquez now though. Another inappropriate wheelie. There should be a spin-off series for McDonald from this. Inappropriate wheelie. He's on to the penultimate lap, and he's got the slipstream of Marquez towards the hairpin. He's finally cleared the intentions of the riders behind as well. Not quite close enough to the Mark VDS man. Maybe on the exit though, he's got great acceleration, great traction. And down the inside of Marquez, he's just drifted back from the top 4. McDonald makes that position here, so top 5 for all of the KTM riders. So it's starting down in 15th for McDonald. In a superb race. Showed how much race pace he's got. How much better he is in the dry compared to the wet round it. Or anywhere. And now he's right with the top 4, heading on to the final lap. I'm not sure he's going to be taking the victory, but you never know with a podium. Especially he gets the run to the final corner right. And slots in behind Binder, does he? Baldassarre trying to make the move around the outside. McDonald says no. Almost slots into the 34s. There's no Baldassarre's gone on the exit. McDonald did the fastest lap on that lap. No, McDonald's, come on. Every time with the wheelies. Just as he's pushing on for a podium, he does something stupid like that. As I look down the inside of Marquez as well. He gets back 5th. Now can he get back 4th on Baldassarre? Oh, I know like he set up a run for the podium, but still, top 5 finish from where he started. Not too bad. Just shows you what could have been if it was a dry qualifying, no? He just stays ahead of Marquez. That's nice through the left. And through the right as well. It's amazing what happens when you don't clip the curb on the inside. And through the next right as well, he's gaining on Baldassarre all the time. Through the next right, you can see he's already pulled the gap on Alex Marquez. And set up the run through the left, through the right. Oh, Baldassarre, he's slow. Final corner dive from McDonald. No, Baldassarre holds on. Oh, good battle in the final lap. The Italian and the Spaniard of Marquez. But in the end, it's a top 5. What could have been so much better if qualifying was dry. As he sets the fast lap, finishes 2.4 seconds behind his teammate Olivia, who wins again. Is that the championship for Olivia? We'll check after this. We have Bagnaia half a second back. Binder making it 2 KTMs on the podium. Baldassarre just winning that battle for 4th. Then Alex Marquez in 6th ahead of Shirota. Mir down in 8th. Not a good race for Mark VDS. Vergey battling back to 9th ahead of Navarro on his Grassini. Then Marini, Piscini, Ika, Lowe's. And Remy Garner grabbing the final point just ahead of Hector Barber by a couple of tenths. As round out the top 20 is Locatelli. And all the way at the back is Joe Roberts. I haven't said that too many times this season, as the Olivia leads Baldassarre by 79 points. So hasn't quite gained the title, but it definitely does have one hand on it. And Baldassarre may be pulling away from Alex Marquez in the battle for second. 23 points ahead of the Spaniard now. And you've got Bagnaia up to 4th ahead of Binder, then Shirota, Vergey, Mir and McDonald. He's just 30 points off the top 5, or 31 points off 4th. And you've got Piscini in 10th. Navarro up to 12th ahead of Courtois and Lowe's. And Kent up into the top 30, despite scoring no points so far this season. As it's definitely race objective achieved, not quite the quality objective achieved for McDonald, but race manager up to level 82. He's got some good development points for the team as well, and added to his reputation. As Marquez won in MotoGP, while in Moto3 as Jorge Martin ahead of Bezzecchi and Bastianini. So 15,000 points then. Let's see what McDonald can develop. Is it the brakes? Suspension? Not quite, can't quite do both of them. Frame or the aerodynamics? It has to be aero though. Get the downforce, keep these wheelies away. If he didn't have these ridiculous wheelies, you know, you could have won that race. Maybe he will next time round the Trinidad Motegi circuit in Japan. But thanks for watching. We'll find out if he does. The end.